Hey, sugar babies. My name is Aisha, and you are following along with Gardening with the Life of A and B. Yo, I, I promise y'all, like, I think the birds be back here having a whole squabble because the last few days I've come out, there have been like bird feathers everywhere. I've looked, there's no dead birds in the yard, no none of that. But whatever's going on with them, I'm telling y'all, they having a whole squabble out here because it's been feathers. I'm finna show y'all. It's been feathers everywhere. Like, they don't stop. They just keep going. And they're all amongst the yard, like all over. So I don't know, maybe they did have a squabble with who knows what animals are back here. Since obviously I've been finding all of the raccoons, possums, groundhogs. I've had it all. So who knows really? A bird really probably could have been back here, died, lost his life, or was struggling in a fight with one of the animals in between them, or the cats or something getting them. Who knows? But all I know is there's feathers from one side of the yard to the other. But anyhow, again, like I said, thank you guys that subscribe to me, those that are old followers, new followers, always, as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Pass it along to somebody else. Somebody else may need to hear something or know something or like something and so forth and so on. So I appreciate you guys for that. If you're following along and watching my videos, I garden here in zone 6A, and yeah, it's some few things that need to be done today because we're going back into this heat wave. So I'm out here this morning trying to get done some things. I would have liked to have been out here earlier, but had some other obligations that I needed to attend to. And I also needed to check the traps out here today. So luckily, thankfully, I don't have anything on the traps today because we know the last couple of weeks y'all been rocky. It's been rocky. I've been calling everything from the groundhogs to the possums to chipmunks. So hey, I'm just glad that there's nothing on here today because I'm getting a little bit tired of coming out here catching these hoodlums running through my yard. But anyhow, there's a lot of things that need to be harvested here in the Bagley Oasis. This kale is beautiful. There's a lot of kale that needs to come out. There are new things that I need to plant still that I've been saying. I got cilantro and stuff that needs to come out too. There are what is this? What is this? Because why are you growing in here? This is nothing. I don't believe this is anything, but whatever it may have been that's trying to take root is not going to take root anymore. Whatever, I don't know. These weeds be distracting me. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. So back to it. But anyhow, while I'm right here, let me show y'all. The eucalyptus trees are doing great. I actually need to get ready and separate them and put them in their own pots and new pots, but they are growing and doing great. Absolutely beautiful. But there's a lot of stuff that I need to get out here and do today. There's old bean plants that I'm taking up. There are new bean plants that need to go in. And again, like I was saying, there are some seeds and some that I need to get planted that I have not done so, that I need to do. I've been saying it for the last couple of weeks. I know in a couple of videos that I am going to get these planted and get these in. I have not yet done so, but it is not too late. So I am still going to do that and get them in, because whatever I plant and seed now, it will just be growing and getting ready for fall harvest. That's how I look at that. So I see some ears of corn back there. There's some baby cucumbers down here. I believe those are my pickling cucumbers. I'm quite sure it's, yep, cucumbers growing in through the vines in here, but I'm not digging and doing and getting in none of that until I get these arm sleeves on and these gloves because I don't have time to be stuck and have there you go, all these thorns and stuff on me today. I just don't have time for it. Let me see if I can zoom in. There's a zucchini growing in down there. And then the bugs today. I'm already sniffling. I haven't even been out here long enough to sniffle. But anywho, I am. These are the Cherokee purples that's growing in over here. And then I have I think they're called stripies maybe. I think that's what they are. That's coming in back here. Let me see if I can zoom in so y'all can see some of the stripes on them. Wait a minute, not that close. So yeah, you see some of the stripes on some of them. So I'm waiting for them to get their full color. I can't wait to see how those are going to look. This is my first year growing those. There are cucumbers down, pickling cucumbers as well. I need to get ready and get those out. Oh, it's an onion back there. I see an onion coming in. But yeah, this bed I had already started cleaning beans out of this bed so I can put new beans in. But yeah, it's a lot of work that needs to be done. And this baby is coming off of the trellis, so I need to help guide her back on there because she's trying to reach and get her arms out there to grab onto other things, and we're not doing that. So I will help her and get her tied up today as well. I have a zucchini back here. It's not even a zucchini, y'all. I think it's the squash. I have a squash back here that has taken over. Let me see if I can get through here because the sunflower has now taken over too over here. But I'm not complaining. She's steadily blossoming and getting pretty flowers on her. It's an animal here somewhere because I hears it. I don't see it, but I hears it. But it got to get gone. It needs to go about its way, do whatever it's doing somewhere else. But this is a squash, a butternut squash, or winter squash. This is the winter squash. And ouch. See, it's poking me and everything else in my legs. It has taken over and it's been grown all the way over here on the outside where it's not supposed to be. So at this point, I'm just going to let it keep doing what it do. I don't think I'm going to do much with it and really try to trellis it up nowhere at the moment. Nope, I might have to because it's leaning on two of the peppers down here. I can't even reach and get these peppers because it's been leaning and taking over on the peppers. As you see, it's a pepper down there. It's a few peppers down there. But yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out. I cannot reach back here where the white radish are. There's white radish back here. There's oats back here. There's nasturtiums back here. There's some other things growing in this grow bag, and I don't even remember and know what. But all I know is I got to make way to get back here. That's all I know. Yep, that's all I know is something that looks like a volunteer of something back here. A cucumber maybe, or a form of a squash or zucchini. It has a little yellow flowers. Oh, wait, it might even be, I don't know. I got to get back here. I got to make way back here. All I know is I can't get back here right now because where's the walking space? Since this sucker has grown out like this. There's more. Look at this big old zucchini that's laying up over the bed. I got to get that zucchini. There's more zucchinis in there right there. The black pearl pepper. I'll zoom down in here. Yep, I gotta get some of them off. So yeah, it's some stuff, and look like there's some beets in there that's doing good, but I got to get in there, y'all. So I got to first and foremost go put some more bug spray on these legs. So I ain't got to worry about nothing being on my legs because I don't have time for that, and for no time for nothing to be eating me up either. The moringa trees are doing good, and I actually have a new one in here as well. So I'm going to have, looks like 3 of these babies in here, and I need to transplant lease the bigger one into something else. Yep. This tomato plant right here is falling over. I'm on the market for a new greenhouse. This greenhouse has served me plenty well, no complaints. It's done good. There are a couple holes, lot of holes in the screen this year, just from me snagging, moving too fast, jury being on, just different things snagging it. But oh, there's the baby tomato coming on this one. Yep, right there she is. But I need to see and choose which one I'm going to do and get that done. So if anybody have any suggestions, please let me know. Let me tell y'all, these honeycomb baby tomatoes are so good. I can't even get I have a nice strawberry under there. I cannot even get them in the house and put them in a salad or do nothing, because by the time I'm out here and I'm in the yard, I'm just steadily snapping them off and I'm eating them. So then they gone. But yep, I got the cutters out here and I'm getting ready to go to work, y'all. It's a lot of work. This tomato plant, just the whole thing is just steadily growing out. So I'm also going to stake her up today, because she is stuck up, but she got some tentacles that is falling all over the place. So I'm going to get her rerouted and rooted today. This is also a squash back over here. And I trimmed some of her leaves and stuff off because as well, she was big like the one that I just showed y'all. And I could not get over here to her at all. I couldn't even get over here to fix. This is a loofah vine, and it's starting to grow up the back end of the house now, but I need her to go on the other side of the trellis, and I was not even able to. I'm going to have to stand on this garden box to get over there or get a ladder or something, because I'm so short, y'all. I cannot reach over there, so I got to maneuver. The celery back here is looking good, though. The celery is doing good, looking good. Tomatoes, I cleaned this bed out as well. So I cleaned all the beans, well, most of the beans from back here. I still have some that's up here. I'm going to harvest these here today. Whatever few beans are left on here, I've harvested off of this one plenty of times now. That's fennel. That's what that is. I thought that was dill, but that is fennel. But I will leave this larger one because I see that there are still blooms and flowers that's getting ready to come on here, some new ones. And she's also done climbed her way up the tomato trellis and the tomato and rerouted herself. So, but the beans and stuff that are on here, I am going to harvest these off today and get all the rest and the remainder out of here. And there's still quite a few beans in here. Oh, this is, well, I don't even know how this zucchini got over here or whatever it is. It's either a zucchini or a squash, because this was all beans at one point in time. But it's a lot of beans I'm going to have to get in here in between the squash and get from back there in the back. So that's what I'm going to get ready and do. These here are some of the tomato plants that got planted last. They have the smaller tomatoes on that's just now growing. So I'm going to let them keep doing what they're doing. Everything else over here is looking good. Y'all, why I have y'all on this video doing this update in this garden tour. That's not that. This is, yeah, mussel and salad mix. I purchased a green stalk tower, y'all. It came in. So also, I'm not going to worry about leaving right this a moment to get my dirt so I can fill this and some more fertilizer. But I will get that done sometime, I don't know, sometime in between today and first thing in the morning. I'm talking about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, because it's going to be hot. But my greenstalk stuff did come in. I ordered some more new greenstalk trays. So this is what I'm going to get ready and put the new seeds in. But I ordered the whole kit. I will put a link below in the exact kit that I ordered, but it came with everything, y'all. So yeah, I got that in the other day. Excited about that. I got to get it put together, but that is the last thing on my list to do today until I get some of this other stuff done and harvest out of here. Because once it gets hot tomorrow and going into the weekend, I'm not going to be out here harvesting nada nothing, okay? Nothing. But this is things that was just extra or things that I just thrown in out of the greenhouse because I thought that I was going to put some of this stuff in the greenhouse, and that was my intent and idea. That from another gardener that I follow over at, shout out to Yellow Urban Door Yellow Garden Homestead. I follow her. Her name is Asia. Mine's is Aisha with a Y. Hers is Asia. But I follow her, and she grew inside her greenhouse this year the whole entire time. She didn't move the stuff out. But I thought about doing that through the winter, which usually I do through the winter. But this year when I do it, I'm going to leave it in there all year, and I'm not going to transplant some of that stuff out at all. So I will have greens and stuff going in there, broccoli and my Brussels sprouts all going in there for fall, winter, so on and so forth. So yeah, shout out to her. I love her video and her content and her gardening in her backyard and in her homestead that she does. Absolutely beautiful. But I have a lot of herbs, y'all, that I still got to take out today. It's just a lot of stuff that has to be done. Herbs are everywhere in between a lot of these baskets and planters in just different areas. But like I said, there's a lot of stuff that has to come out. This banana tree, y'all, is just then took off, and it's doing good. The leaves on it are absolutely beautiful. But so this is the thing. When I initially got this banana tree, she was a baby, and then as you all know that follow me, it had even died down. And I didn't think she was going to make it, but I did not throw her away. I still had hope. I didn't throw her away at all, and I ended up keeping her. Well, I'm glad I did, because she ended up blooming and blossoming, coming back more beautiful than ever. But the thing with that is now that I have like 5 banana trees in this one pot. And as you see, the leaves are huge. So what I'm thinking about doing as we go into fall and it starts getting cooler, I'm going to eventually break her down and transplant them into their own pot individually because she needs the space. She absolutely needs the space. My watermelons have been demolished this year because, like I said, I've had the little yard gremlins that's been out here running around. And that's what made me and really caught my eye that and knew that I had something out here because stuff was being eaten in the way that they were being eaten off. Certain animals eat the whole tops and leave a clean cut, and some of them don't. They will just munch and nibble. But these were clean, clear cut, off, gone. Completely gone. So that's how I end up knowing a little bit about what animals I thought I had an idea for they were back here. And to the assumption, that was correct. I still yet y'all have not got some of these other, what did I pick up? The guava. I picked up a new guava and a passion fruit from the local box store because they were on clearance and I just could not let them sit there. They did not want to sit there. They wanted to come home with me, so that's what I did. But I have not yet put them in their planters either. But y'all, I don't believe I'm going to have any watermelons this year. Unfortunately, the last 2 years I have had plenty of watermelons, big watermelons, juicy watermelons. This year, this one had 3 watermelons on it. Y'all don't see a watermelon, do y'all? It's gone. They're gone. So that's a no-go. That is elderberry. Yeah, that's elderberry. And it has some little blooms on here the other day, but I don't see them. I don't even know if anything's really been over here. I think at one point in time it was because some of the leaves were gone. And then I'm not taking that up because that is a I'm saying this is not elderberry. This is the goji berry. That's a whole new tree that's coming up. But at one point in time, it was some blooms on here. Came back out the next day, they was gone. So whatever was over here eating realized real quick that this goji berry tree has thorns out of this world. When I say thorns, y'all, one day I didn't even know this sucker had thorns like that. I went to move it. You talking about somebody back here hollering? Me, I was back here hollering for real. But in between them bristles, let me see if I can. You see them thorns? Yeah, they do. They got them. They on there and they is for real. But the fruit trees are they're starting to get little blooms and stuff on them. So I'm happy for that. There's a lot of new offsprings this year on a lot of them. I'm happy for that because I'm just going to let them do what they got to do. And if they offspring, then that's fine too. So I have another, I'm not sure if this is the butternut or the winter squash. I have another squash over here. And this one, luckily, has not been eaten up. And I do so think because the plant that's up under here also has thorns. So, yeah, that's that. This tomato girly here, she is reaching out there across the whole entire, what I call my fruit orchard area. But she's reaching out there, so she's going to have to get, trellised up there today. She has a crap ton of tomatoes on her all over from small, medium to large. The berries on here, they kind of share this trellis in between the morning glories. Those come back every year. I have not done anything to them. They just find themselves, and throughout the summer, they pop up on my berry tree, on my berry vine. But the berries are coming in. They look good. I'm waiting on them to get ripe enough so I can pick them. So like I said, they all kind of share this trellis because the berry vine takes over. I cut a lot off of her this year because I actually moved her location. So once I moved her, and we had that hard frost after it had warmed up that time, that put her in shock. But she still developed and still did good. But the part that was there, I did remove off of her. Again, like I said, this tomato plant has tomatoes everywhere. So baby, me and these fried green tomatoes have been added. This is on the other side of the tomato, a whole different tomato vine. This is a which one is this? This is the aroma orange. These are the aroma orange over here. But they're dang near taller and bigger than this one is taller, dang near taller and bigger than me. But they're doing what they need to be doing. They're doing good. This is a different piece of a raspberry bush, and she's new this year. I actually found her growing in an area where I did not even plant and realized what she was. So I dug her up and put her over here, and this is what she's flourishing and doing this year. So I don't really expect her to have any berries on her this year. I just wanted to make sure she still had growth and producing and doing good since I uprooted her and put her in a new area. And she is. This is the rest of the fruit trees. I don't really see any blooms on anything else. I thought I had seen a flower over here on the fig tree. Oh, something been over here eating. Yep. So it is still something out here, y'all. I'm going to catch it, whatever it is. I'm going to catch it because my blooms that I had on the grapevines over here, on the lower part of this grapevine, they're not here. They're gone. They didn't fall off. They're going like 8 completely off. And I know that because they look like this. This is a honeydew. And something just came through here and cleaned all of the flower heads off, and there was multiple flower heads on here, as well as something's been over here eating this comfrey. The borage is what got ate on the other side, but something. This is a watermelon vine. These are watermelon vines too, but these ones don't look too good over here. I don't know. I ain't gonna worry about it. That I'm not gonna do. Summer is almost over, and I ain't got time to be fooling with that. But these tomato arms are getting out of control, so I got to get them most definitely lifted up and done. I don't even want to go back there and shake this compost bin today, but I'm going to, y'all. I am going to, because I'm not going to do it tomorrow. It's going to be too hot, and I don't want to smell that. This baby is steadily growing and putting off new leaves and branches, so that's a good thing. I don't see any flower blooms on her yet this year. Look like some are starting to come in, but other than that, I don't see any on her. So I don't know if she will produce and give me fruit this year or not. Who knows? There are some berries on here. Some been over here eating too. So yep, I'm going to go ahead and get the berries off that seed. And I haven't even been letting them sit on here. Once I see them, I've been taking them off immediately. Like, no, there's not enough to be sharing with y'all this year. I'm not sharing with the birds and the animals on the berries. Y'all been back here eating everything else and then ate enough of everything else. This is the legacy blueberry, and I haven't had any blueberries on her yet this year. She's a new. So yeah, I got some weeding to do. I got some stuff to get cleaned out. I got some tomatoes that need to come off, y'all. I got some vines that need to be rerouted and picked up, because yeah, as y'all see, this fell completely over. I got cucumbers in here that need to come out. So yeah, it's just a lot of stuff that's going on that I need to get to it. Over here, what's going on, because stuff had gotten eaten off over here prior to me catching the groundhog. There is still a couple bean sprouts and beans in here I need to get off and get new beans planted in here. They look like there's still I don't even know. Maybe it's a honeydew back here, but again, all the flowers are off of that. All the flowers and the branches got ate down over here for the sweet potatoes, but they're producing and starting to put off new ones. So I'm just gonna let it go and see. Same with this sweet potato vine and bag over here. There's tomatoes over here, and these are purple Cherokees, so those will turn and get ripe the longer they stay in the sun. The amethyst, is that yeah, I think that's the amethyst that's back there. That is a herb, but she will be used for multiple things. And she's getting tall. She's been grown up through the trellis. Look, spider web. I don't want none of them either. Peppers growing over here. Of course, the herbs, but y'all, yeah, this is how, that is fennel. You see that fennel is gone again. That was a honeydew. You see that's gone again. Like, the chipmunks and stuff have been so bad this year. When I say bad, they've been horrible this year. This one has got some flowers on. We'll see how long they last. As I said, they've been trying to really eat me out of everything this year in my garden. All the animals, like I said, I come out here to my surprise, and it's all kind of animals lurking out here. The asparagus is steadily growing and coming up back there. I've taken off a few asparagus. Not enough to cook, well, which I guess they can't never really get cooked, because even when they get to that size right there, I snaps them out and I just eat them. I eat them raw just like that. They're good. They're sweet. They're not like, and they do not taste like the ones that's in the store that you let sit in the store and be in the cooler like that. These ones are really sweet and good. Like, you can just deliberately snap them off, wash them, and eat them right here, right now. These are some Amish paste. I have Amish paste over here, and I also have Central something of another. But they're almost like aromas, but they're good for sauces and different things. There's a variety of things growing over here. I actually have some black beans and some sugar snap peas still growing up through here. I got to find it because it smells like crap somewhere over here, so that tells me that it's been an animal over here somewhere, but I will find it. These potatoes here are doing great. They got the flower buzz on them. Some of them then bloomed and blossomed. Some of them have not yet, but they'll get ready and fall over. So I'll be able to empty this potato bin out here soon and get potatoes out of there, and then start all over and do it again. Again, there's some okra over here, some peppers down in here, and I ain't even looked through this bin, so hopefully there ain't no animals in here lurking, because we all know a couple years back I had a possum run over my arm in the back, in the far end back. Tabasco peppers, I'm waiting on them so I can make some sauce. More beans. Like I said, all these beans y'all come out today. Every single bean that y'all see that's left that I did not get from the other day will come out. This is all comfrey and okra over here. This comfrey be so pretty when it blooms. But this is why I think it's a chipmunk eating most of the zucchinis and the squash, because the possums and those animals, this is not sturdy enough for them to climb up really. So it has to be something a little bit lighter. And as you see, the flowers and the tops are going off of these, and this is further up the trellis, as well as with this hibiscus. So that's why I say it is something that's smaller climbing up here. I need to also prune y'all some of this lemongrass out of here. More peppers in there that I'm going to get. But yeah, there's another sunflower that's getting ready to open over here. And y'all, these black, I don't even know what kind of flies these are, but they on my nerves this year, and they everywhere. Everywhere. So I'm making my way over here to, this is my area where I have it's just a different variety of pumpkins and squash that grow over here in gourds. And when I came back out here to the yard, there was so much missing, so much gone. Like whole vines were gone, like drug across the yard. But you see how the tops are clean gone off of them. There's still a lot of blooms and blossoms and stuff coming up, which I hope that they make it and just really develop without being eaten off like all of these. Because this had got to where it was so far out, like it was getting real full over here, real pretty. But like I said, unfortunately, something ate and started chopping away. But no complaints, because it's still a lot of flowers on here that I see on here that's trying to come in. And the bees and wasps have been over here, so that tells me that they are getting pollinated, hopefully. But like I said, y'all, it was a lot gone. It's a lot gone. Something is really over here munching, but that's okay. I got a setup for them today. As soon as I get through everything, I got a setup for them. But y'all, that's enough of this video. Got some more shishitos coming on back here. I need to take that tie base off too, because I got a lot of work that I got to do, and it has to get done today before it gets any hotter. So that's what I'm finna do, y'all. But these are some peppers and stuff. This is one of the other herb bins up here, garden boxes up here. But that's what everything is looking like. So I said everything is doing good and doing what it needs to be doing. I don't have any complaints about anything. There's a blackjack owl, and she must have been fell in and got stuck because she's still trying to get out, but I can't help her out. I need to put some cleaner in here in the little pond up here. I never received my pond liner that I was placing and intending for this little blue pool that I had. I was just going to put it to use. So I'm still waiting on that. I don't know. It's been delayed. I don't know how many times. But none of the local stores have it, so I had to order it. So I got to get on Amazon and see what's going on, y'all. But this is everything else. Like I said, I hope that these zinnias are so pretty. I hope that you guys have enjoyed and got to see a little bit of what's going on in my yard and in my garden and my oasis. That's what I call my yard, is the Bagley Oasis. These hostas have went crazy. They're huge. They've bloomed. So again, I'm on my way to the front. I have the trash cans out and ready, and I'm getting ready to clip, 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 and snip for things that need to come down. This rose bush has been pruned. I don't know how many times this year. This will be the 4th time that I'm coming out here to prune this baby back and down again. And she has new buds coming on her since I've pruned her back. But she can't be up there, so I'm finna get ready and cut her down again. Evidently this sunflower needs to be bolted and posted up because she's done fell over. Once all her leaves come off, I will take the seeds out of her and dry her out anyhow. These daisies have went out of control. But yeah, y'all, that is everything what's going on in and over here on my end in zone 6A. I have not been out to water these or do anything to these. The leaves are starting to burn. And it's just been one of them summers, y'all. Like, some of the stuff has gotten out of control just with different stuff that's going on in life, y'all. That's what it is, life. These are getting ready to bloom. They have not even bloomed yet. They will bloom closer towards the end of the summer and get really big flowers on them, pretty flowers. But y'all, my hostas over here, like I said, they're huge. I will be cutting some of these down this year and breaking them down. So if you're in need, again, if you're in need, I do so believe that I'm breaking down a lot of flowers this year. These have not bloomed at all yet. Everybody knows, they got to see the past videos that my cactuses bloomed this past year. I'm happy for that, and they did good. I don't even know what type of vine, y'all, this is. If somebody knows, drop it in the comments below. Let me know. But I let it go because it's pretty. It gets these little pretty white flowers on there. So I did not cut them down this year. Usually I do. I did not this year. I have plenty of echinacea that I will go through here and harvest as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This here is the honeysuckle tree, and she's putting off new blooms and flowers as well. I will come and pick some of these off to make a honeysuckle cream, and they're also good in tea. But that's what everything is looking like. So again, like I said, get to like, share, subscribe, pass along, tell a friend, because the best way to get content and get things out there, I believe, is by word of mouth. So yes, that's what I need y'all to do. Peace, love, and light. Enjoy your day.